Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever ember wanders near.
Apparently, there is a more Pegasus situation. I think because I started watching Pegasus earlier today, and I believe, I could be mistaken about this, but I believe that this may have to do. Can I jump ahead here? Okay, hopefully not. I believe this may have to do with Hasan. Hasan said something like he claims to be like invested in import export. He claims he's like invested in companies and that's why he's so filthy rich. And that he's claimed that because of more Pegasus shitting all over him, rightly so, that Hasan is directing his import export business not to do business with Taiwan or sorry, Singapore, not Taiwan, Singapore. Like he supposedly told his import export business not to do business with Singapore because of more Pegasus. I'm wondering if that's what this is all about. I didn't look into it that much because I started to watch it and I was like, oh shit, never mind. I other things I had to do. So if that's it, this should be funny. So let's take a look.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the internet menace known as more Pegasus. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with his content, but I will say this. I just got a text message directly from him. I can confirm he is shaking in his boots right now. He is very nervous about some impending leak.
Okay. Rev is on his troll arc, and I have to say, I'm here for it. I love the fact that the last two videos of Revs that we've watched, he has just been trolling, and I fucking love it.
Legal consequences surely coming his way. Now, where are these threats coming from? Well, of course, it's coming from the small head wielding, terrorist sympathizing, dog zapping, political violence advocates known as Hasan Piker. Now, what's going on with Hasan? Well, recently he's dropped to levels of desperation I don't think any of us were ever prepared for. He is now threatening to send out tactical meat pics to help his political cause.
Oh,
you could not pay me to play this video that is linked. But, of course...
yeah. Pegasus was saying that. I saw that part of Pegasus's video. Yeah, he's basically said he's going to drop dick pics to old Democrat women or something to vote for the terrorist candidate. Why? Because he knows he's not relevant. That's why. In case you haven't noticed, Hasan has been on a downward fucking spiral as of late. And thus, he's basically saying more and more inflammatory things and is going to, he is fully embracing the lolcow gene. Because Hasan absolutely has the lolcow gene. And he is embracing his inner lolcow. Because he knows that nobody takes him seriously anymore. So that's what he's doing. So that's why he's talking about dick pics.
He has a very big gripe with more Pegasus because more Pegasus has committed the high crime of...
Thanks, Shua and Alana. Shua and Alana definitely dealt a critical hit to Hasan, but let's be real, he was already on the way. Okay? Pretty much ever since his China trip, Hasan has been on a downward spiral. Since China. We actually saw it begin in China when he was drunk practically every stream that he did in China. And ever since then, it's just been a further downward spiral. Shu and Alana basically inflicted a critical hit against him with her video, and that basically just accelerated his descent into lolcowness. And we've been seeing the effects of it ever since. But he's been on this decline for probably close to a year now.
Or Pegasus because More Pegasus has committed the high crime of reacting to the public tweets and streams provided by Hasan, and Hasan does not like that. In fact, he's so mad that he's threatening to sue More Pegasus and even sick the authorities on him. Let's watch.
Well, okay, you said the drunk stream at the Kamdami party got him. That was another critical hit. Remember, he went to China before the Kamdami party. It was China first, where he was drunk every stream. Then when he got back, he was trying to boost Kamdani, whom actually distanced himself from Hasan during the debates, and then he couldn't get into Kamdani's victory party, and so it's basically just spiraling there. And then Shu and Alana dropped Shu's video, and that was just a critical hit that just accelerated this.
Watch this clip.
Intentionally causing harassment, alarm, or distress. Singapore statutes online. An individual or entity must not, with intent, cause harassment, alarm, or distress to another person.
This nonsense.
Called in this
now
section,
he's embracing
the
his
target
inner
person by any
American
means,
fork
use any
PD.
threatening, abusive, or insulting words.
This is the funniest part. He's now embracing his inner American fork PD, because this is an older stream where he pulled up this statue. The shit with Reckless Ben and American Fork PD had already dropped by the time he had done the stream. So now he's not only a wall cow, he's trying to pretend like he's an officer, a police officer in American Fork.
Words or behavior, make any threatening, abusive, or insulting communication, or publish any identity information of the target person or a related person of the target person. Oh my God, they're going to cane his ass. Hold on. Singapore maintains one of the highest per capita execution rates globally, enforcing capital punishment primarily for drug trafficking and murder. Following the COVID-19 pandemic, executions surged. The country carried out 11 executions in 2022, 5 in 2023, 8 in 2024, and
this clip is very old, by the way.
17 executions in 2025.
But by the way, this clip of his is something like a month old or so. He was doing this like about a month ago. This is not new for anybody that's wondering.
Now, ignoring the cringe soundboard from Hasan, this guy...
that's another thing. That's another thing. He has become wholly dependent upon his soundboard. He has. Like, before his, China trip, I don't recall any clips of him where he was using the soundboard. Now, he uses that fa sound on the soundboard all the fucking time. He has become dependent upon it. Further evidence that even his non-intelligent ass has gotten even lower on the intelligent quotient scale, that he is dependent now upon soundboard punctuation marks, and is wholly reliant upon his chat to deliver him his talking points that he can then regurgitate to the gal.
Claims to be so against authoritarian regimes is once again trying to use a regime to potentially sentence someone to death for criticizing him.
Yeah.
Not too surprising, but of course, if he wants to go this route of threatening legal action against More Pegasus, the entire thing hinges upon Hasan proving that More Pegasus has in some way defamed him. And of course, objection! He can't cite a single reason as to why More Pegasus has ever defamed him. Hasan is very upset because the Legendary series has exposed the ridiculous and hypocritical behavior of Hasan and all of his orbiters over the years.
Another point, he'd have to actually go to Singapore to file the charges, and Singapore, I'm reasonably sure, has pre-banned Hasan from making entry into the country. So he cannot even go to the country in question to file charges because he is banned from ever visiting there in the first place.
But of course, Hasan is not done. In fact, in a recent clip, he has once again accused Pegasus of cyberstalking harassment, and defamation, and is once again trying to invoke the Singaporean government.
Yeah, you're right. I think they haven't pre-banned him, but they do not look at his content favorably. And I think Pegasus said that I think Pegasus himself looked something up on it. And basically it said like if he did try to visit Singapore, they would, the minute he tried to apply for a visitor's visa in Singapore, they would instantaneously ban him. So he's not pre-banned, but if he tried to go to Singapore, they absolutely would ban him.
And is once again trying to invoke the Singaporean government against him.
My favorite country on the planet is the beautiful nation state of Singapore. Until recently, I felt as though I am insecure about continuing trade with the nation state of Singapore.
He was never going there. Okay?
No. He was never going there, and he does not do quote-unquote trade with Singapore. He does not have a business that does trade with Singapore. The only business he has is sitting in front of a microphone, vomiting up his chat's talking points and keying off the soundboard and shocking his dog. That's his job in its entirety. And thank you for the tier 1 spark sword.
Hasan was never going there. This is just ridiculous.
Because of More Pegasus and the slander that I have received from More Pegasus, who has the...
He had business in Cuba. He did not. He had a contact in Cuba, but he did not actually have business in Cuba. That is a salient difference where he knew someone from Cuba that could get him into the country, but he did not actually do any business with Cuba whatsoever. Big difference there. Well, yeah, he got paid to go on the trip. He didn't get paid by the... Actually, I don't know if he got paid to go on the trip, but he got good accommodations. So, like, he had a contact from Cuba that had contact with the Cuban government, obviously, that basically got him set up in his hotel that, well, we don't know who funded it. Hasan probably funded the ticket himself. A ticket to, like, all he had to do was, like, get a ticket to Cuba. And who knows if he even paid for that, because he probably just hopped on Coke Pink's airplane and said, hey, mind if I'll ride with you? I'll boost your, I'll boost your clout. And they probably went, sure. And then when he got to Cuba, he probably talked to his Cuban contact, who has since been arrested, denaturalized, and deported, by the way. Ha ha ha. But they, his Cuban contact probably contacted the Cuban government, and they set him up in the hotel. They made sure he had power the whole time. So I don't think anybody, like, quote unquote, paid for his trip. They just made, the Cuban government just made sure that he's, like, had everything that he needed. He had electricity the whole time. He wasn't harassed by any of the government officials, et cetera, et cetera. But that's kind of it. Yeah, he doesn't have a business. He's not smart enough to have a business. He's barely smart enough to be a streamer at this point, okay? If he's barely smart enough to be a streamer, there's no way he could actually run a business in any way, shape, or form. Even, like, from the shadows where he has someone else running it for him. He's still too stupid to do that.
Unbelievable privilege of living in the...
Is he reading a script, by the way?
Maybe.
Like,
Did his
genuine
chat write it for
question,
him?
is he reading a script? Why does he keep looking over to his side?
Hey, yeah, let's look at it from the beginning. He's reading his chat.
Okay. Hasan was
That's
never
what he's
going there.
doing.
This is just ridiculous.
Because of More Pegasus and the slander that I have received from More Pegasus, who has the...
He's looking down here. Yeah, he's got a script. He's got, yeah. His chat is over here. His chat is on his left. He's looking on his right. He 100% has, like, a Word file on his screen that he's reading from right now.
Unbelievable privilege of living in the...
Is he reading a script, by the
Yeah,
way?
he is. He is reading a script.
Like, genuine question, is he reading a script?
No. He's not debating Shock and Kaya because the button is not over on this side. The button is over on this side. The button is on, like, the table, like, down here about where, like, the button, the Shock button is down here, not over here. So this side is his other monitor. No. It's on his left, not our left. It is on his left. He's reading the script from the monitor over on his right.
Why does he keep looking over to his side before talking? Side point, but let's continue.
The most beautiful country on the planet, the nation state of Singapore. And yet, instead of looking around and appreciating the bounty of living in the jewel, the crown jewel of the world, the crown jewel of international commerce.
Yeah, 100% reading a script.
The ultimate defender of shipping lanes. More Pegasus uses this privilege that he has to slander those who want to work,
Oh my
who want
God.
to move units, who want to improve the GDP of the beautiful nation state of Singapore.
The nation state of Singapore's GDP is just fine from what I hear. It's doing just fine. And you don't have any business with it. None whatsoever. You don't have business, period, dude. Who are you trying to kid?
Hasan, please give one example of more Pegasus slandering you. The Legendary series has over 300 videos. That is literally hundreds, if not thousands of hours of content covering you and your friends. So it should be very easy to point out a singular example of him slandering you. Now, of course, we know there's a reason he's not doing this. He can't provide a single reason. But of course, to his sycophant...
Exactly. Exactly. Lying is OP. He will never live that down. Pegasus will never let him live that down. Every video that Pegasus puts out, he has probably at least 2 or 3 clips of the lying is OP, as I always say. And he has fully embraced this. Here's the problem. Nobody believes him anymore. Lying is OP only works if you have an air of believability to you. If nobody believes a fucking thing that you say and everyone just assumes that you are always lying, lying goes from OP to a zero-sum game. And it doesn't work anymore. And with Hasan, it doesn't work anymore. Because he does nothing but lie. So he basically just tanked it. He tanked his own, he tanked his own, like, quote-unquote superpower. And it doesn't work anymore. He's boy or cry wolf, kind of, sort of, yeah. It's kind of the boy who cried wolf situation. It's just flat out doesn't work.
They're just mad at someone who dares to defy Hasan, so they won't question his rhetoric, but what's new?
Singapore. Learning about Singapore and falling in love with it is one thing, but then finding out that the nation state of Singapore does not take into...
He's never been to Singapore. How can you fall in love with a nation that you've never been to before, my guy? Okay, hot take. I think he's trying to do a version of Trump. I legit think the way he's talking, where he's like the beautiful, okay, this is Hammer, the beautiful nation state of Singapore, beautiful place, love it, wonderful place, great GDP. I could make it better. I absolutely could make it better. Oh, you know I could. If only they would just arrest that horrible Pegasus. They should just arrest Pegasus, and then I would come and make their country beautiful. Yes, I would. Because I'm the great Hasan. I have no idea if that accent actually came through when I just did it. You guys have to tell me if the accent actually came through. I actually thought it was a pretty good mimicry of him, but you guys will have to tell me. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's actually trying to take a page from Trump's book with this stupid-ass speech of his. Because that's what it sounds like. Obviously, he doesn't have the trolliness that is Trump to make it work. But I legit think that he is trying to do a Trump thing on this. It's kind of not bad. Maybe I'll have to do it more. Maybe I'll just have to bust out the Trump voice some more. Yes, it'll be a beautiful thing, of course, because it's the greatest voice in the world. Everybody says so. Everybody says it's the greatest accent in the world. Some people tried to say so. They're liars. They're 100% liars. I sound like Fleet. Okay, that's not an insult. Just so you know, if you're saying I sound like Flake.
International cyber stalking, mass harassment, and defamation. Seriously, it's a big blow. But we shall prevail.
See?
I think he's reading a script. But anyways,
He is.
Of course, as you can see from the latest upload from more Pegasus, every time Hasan tries to whine about him, it just provides this serial international stalker with more content. Because all he's doing is responding to public clips of Hasan directly talking about him and even threatening legal action and trying to call into the government at Singapore to somehow go out and possibly execute him for making public videos criticizing Hasan for his public posts. But anyways, as always with the stuff,
here we go.
there is the Asmongold connection. And to the shock and horror of Hasan, recently, Asmongold has commended the work of Pegasus, as we'll see in this clip.
Yeah.
More Pegasus says it's over
he loves
for you?
Pegasus.
Oh, does he really? Let me see. Is there a video about me? More Pegasus? I'm actually really curious if there's a video about me. The Asmongold allegations are in... Oh, my God. He really, honestly, this guy, I love Pegasus. I think he's so funny. He's really
great.
is. Like, he goes around, and this is like a whole narrative. All he does is make drama about shit. Oh, my God. He included full context, just clickbait. I know, I like Pegasus.
Of course he did.
I assumed that he included full context.
That's what he always does.
And so, yeah, I wouldn't have, I just assumed that, right? I do. And so, yeah, it's a funny guy. And, you know, definitely, you know, like Hasan, it's kind of good, right? I mean, Hasan is being a socialist in a way that I don't think anybody really expected him to. I mean, Hasan is going to be putting Pegasus's children through, through college. Not through socialism, but through ad revenue. And
That's right. All of the free content Hasan is provided to Pegasus and individuals like myself and Asmongold is providing a redistribution.
Yes, Hasan. Okay, you said Hasan is communist. No, he's not. He pretends he's a communist for clout. Let me make that nice and sparkling clear. Hasan is a communist for clout. That's it. He does not believe in communism. He does not believe in socialism. He 100% believes in capitalism. He pretends to be a communist. He pretends to be a socialist strictly for clout, to get people to come to his stream and give him money. He's not even a champagne socialist. I will not even give him the dignity of being called a champagne socialist. He's a flat-out liar about that. He does not believe in any of that. He is 100% a capitalist, and he is 100% a grifter. He is grifter gets thrown around inappropriately a lot. People get called grifters all the time. Rev gets called a grifter, QShe gets called a grifter, Leaf gets called a grifter. That word gets thrown around inappropriately all the fucking time. Hasan actually is a grifter. How is he a grifter? Barely I get called do I get called a grifter? Yeah, I suppose on Twitter I've been called a grifter once or twice. Yeah, that's true. I've been called, yes. So, okay, claims been called a grifter. Here's how Hasan actually is a grifter. To be a grifter, you have to basically quote unquote sell something or present an idea to people to get that is not real, but the presented idea to someone is for the express purpose of them giving you money. That is exactly what Hasan does. He presents himself as a communist and as a socialist for the abject morons that think communism and socialism is oh so wonderful, expressly for the purposes of them giving him money. He doesn't believe in any of it, but he pretends that he will so he can get the idiots that do believe in it for some fucking reason to show up in his stream, consider him the patron saint of communism and socialism, and throw money at him to make him rich. So he is, in fact, a grifter. He is not a communist. He is not a socialist. He is 100% a scam artist, capitalist. And you can tell by basically everything he does. He talks about his own wealth all the time. He was talking about, oh, I have business. I have the, he was talking about like, oh, my import-export business will never do business with Singapore because of Pegasus. Well, if you were a socialist, like you said, why aren't you giving all of your money that you make? Why aren't you giving the millions of dollars that you make from your business to the people who need it? Because in socialism, supposedly, that's what you do. The people that make the most money give their money to the people that don't have the money because they need the money. When's the last time you saw him doing charity? That would be never. That would be never. And so this is why I say he is the, like Hasan is the actual grifter. He's not a communist. He's not a socialist. He is absolutely a capitalist. He's just pretending to be a communist and socialist for monetary clout. And that's it.
Like myself and Asmongold is providing a redistribution of wealth that Hasan would never do in any other context, but we have to appreciate it. It is the closest to any sort of actual tangible action towards socialism that Hasan has ever provided. But since we're on the topic of Asmongold, let's watch a recent clip from his related channel talking about Hasan and Dogtober 7th.
It's actually crazy to me. Guys, we're still on this. Hasan.
Yes. Someone was defending Hasan on the shock collar thing, and it's back. He's back to talking about the fucking shock collar again.
Hasan claims it was a vibration collar.
Hasan shocked his dog. The story doesn't need much introduction. Hasan's dog, Kaya, appeared to yelp on stream when he reached for something on his desk, and the internet exploded with speculation that he used a shock collar on her. Hasan.
Maybe skip this one? No, I mean, I don't care at this point. This is fucking...
So that was a fucking lie.
Yeah, you don't care. That's why you still talk about it. That's why you, quote unquote, make jokes about it, trying to pretend. I don't care. See, I don't care. I'm making jokes about it. I'm going to talk about it some more because I really don't care, because it wasn't actually a shock collar. It was a vibration collar, because you can see it because of the pins. Even though I cut the pins off, but the pins were never there to begin with, because I didn't actually have the pins there in the first place, because it was a vibration collar, not a shock collar. And see, I don't care about this, because if I actually care about this, then I'd be talking more about this, but I don't care about this. And you know I don't care about this because I'm telling you I don't care about this. You see, I don't care about this. He really doesn't care about it, does he, chat?
Bullshit.
Everybody.
Oh, he doesn't care, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Hasan doesn't care as he continues to talk about the Kaya shock situation for almost a year now. Almost a full year.
Damn it! No. I can't forget to blame. I can't do the blame Israel thing, because if I brought up the fact that he blamed Israel for it, that would mean he cared, but he doesn't care. So that by the fact that I didn't bring up Israel shows that he doesn't care, because it's more important that you know that he doesn't care versus that he thinks Israel is at blame for doing all the campaign against him, because not caring is actually more important than bringing up Israel in this case, because it's actually against him, and he only brings up Israel because when he has nothing else to say, and so he's got to pretend like he doesn't care, because you see he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's telling you he doesn't care, so obviously he doesn't care.
In fact, he cares so little that he has a soundboard with zapping related sounds every single time a random chatter will bring up the subject. He clearly doesn't care, guys.
He thinks that you zapped the dog, man.
The irony is Fox News also destroyed Collargate.
Did they?
Because they snapped
No, they
paparazzi
didn't.
pictures outside of my fucking house of Kaya going on a walk, and people figured out that it was a vibe collar. As I've been saying, it was a vibe.
God, why did he have to put it that way? Why? The last word I want to associate with Han is vibe. In that context, Pearl, Fuck. Why? I don't want that in my head now. Oh, dear God, no. Oh, why did he have to put it like that? Hey, it's in my head, and you're gonna share my pain. God damn it! Join in my horror.
Vibe collar.
He changed.
Why?
He can't even keep his story straight. Like, it's insane. He has flip-flopped so many times. He has admitted that it's a shock collar. He's also denied that it is multiple times. But now he's resorting back to, well, it's just a vibration collar. He has said publicly that there was no collar at all, but my goodness, the cope never ends.
The
Of course
zapper
not.
after the incident.
Although at this point, hot take, I think he's farming off of it. I think he does care. But I also think he's got like 2 brain cells that rubbed together for a moment and made him realize this is content. And if it keeps getting talked about, other people will talk about it, and that will get eyeballs on me. So the I don't care about it, obviously pretend. It does bother him, but he had a 2 brain cell rubbing together moment and realized I can use this. That I can get more eyeballs on me by people talking about the fucking shock collar. Yeah, and it's one of the foremost reasons why anyone in mainstream media knows who the fuck he is he was the guy that shocked his dog on stream. And that results in more eyeballs on him. It results in more people hearing his name from mainstream media. That's why he won't let it go. Not because of the I don't care about it. No, he does care about it, but he also kind of knows that he can use it.
Oh my God. Are we really going to
At a certain point, most people are going to be like, why are
Yes.
you, like, it's very clear that this guy doesn't abuse his dog.
And so apparently this is this true?
Okay, I think they can hear it, right?
Oh my God. It's right there, isn't it? And he moves
Move it off screen.
Dude.
This is an old
And do you
clip.
remember Destiny?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I've been cut.
Oh God, the face. I gotta disappear, you guys, so you can see the face. Look at the Pikachu shocked face, the Pikachu shocked face. Yeah, he's soy jacking like crazy right now. I fucking love this.
This face right here,
Yeah.
you can't make this up. That is
It's
something
the soy jack
AI could
Pikachu
never
shocked
reproduce.
face.
This face of guilt from Hasan, realizing he got caught in 4K trying to move the shock collar and the related devices off of camera. He got caught not realizing he had this aerial footage of him, and well, there's his face.
I swear I didn't mean to do that. How would the paparazzi have debunked anything? So the paparazzi, the reason why he says it was debunked is because they took a photo of a person walking Hasan's dog, and the person walking his dog was wearing a red one. XQC also leaked more info. We are never going to let this die, are we?
He feels slighted.
Yep.
He feels fucked up about the decisions that he made in his life
Who?
that caused.
What?
And by the way, the whole excuse of, oh, she had a red remote, not a black remote. We've seen the website for the shock collar. The remotes come in all sorts of colors. The shock collar remotes come in every color of the rainbow, not just black. Red does not indicate that it is a non-shocking color.
About the decision to shock the dog, though. And what about the decision to enter that brothel, though? You shot your dog, and it's
The
fucking
brothel.
obvious. Everybody knows it.
I mean, it's got to bother him.
Well, he brings up the brothel, like, you know what? there's the allegations that there were minors
Yeah.
working at this brothel, which, of course, by definition would be against their will. But Hasan, at the end of the day, despite his success, his...
And by the way, the thing with the brothel, people keep bringing up this brothel. I thought we saw an article about this brothel thing where it was not substantiated that they were trafficking minors through there. Like, that was the big thing. It's like they were saying, like, oh, he went to a brothel and they had minors there. I thought that we had seen, like, a while back, I thought we had seen a news article where the brothel got raided under the auspice of it trafficked minors through there. And I think I think that the article, like the local article ended up disclosing that no, there were, like, it was suspected, but there weren't any minors there, I believe. Yeah, they got raided. The timelines don't really, yeah, like they got raided, but the timelines don't match up. Like, yeah, there's a case there before he actually went there, something like that. It's just, it's a lot of, yeah, like Legal Mindset might have also mentioned it. It's honestly, out of everything Hasan has done, the brothel is kind of like the least of the concerns, because I don't think things matched up for what people, yeah, it is one of the weaker arguments against him. Honestly, there's so many more things that can be like levied against Hasan for being an absolutely horrible human being. The brothel is very, very low on this list. In all reality, that's why I typically don't bring up, whenever I talk about Hasan, it's why I will talk about him being a terrorist sympathizer and a wannabe terrorist and a dog shocker long before I will ever mention this stuff about the brothel. Because the brothel, that's like, with everything that we know about the brothel, it's really fucking low on the list.
money, his status, still has to pay for intimacy. Does anyone want to overlook that and how pathetic it is? But of
okay,
course,
now if you're gonna go to that, if you're going with that route, that he went to a brothel, and the point that you're making is Hasan is such a little bitch that he actually had to pay to have some woman fuck him. Well, that's it, and you can use your imagination on how that went. That's a different argument. That's a completely different argument.
in previous responses, he said actually paying for brothels is supporting women, which is diabolically insane.
Red, if you're gonna say, you have to say it. It is diabolically insane. You gotta get the proper diabolical. You gotta put some ass on that word, Red. Come on, we're talking about Pegasus here. You put some respect on that word.
Him on some level that, like, if you search Asmongold, you get, and to be fair, you also get room, and when you search Hasan, you get dog. I mean, I bet he's mad.
What about the one where he pulled the dog backwards by its tail? Was
He won't talk about that one.
Mario in Mario 64 with Bowser when he spins him around
That's
with the tail? I mean, what's the justification?
He was crying last week that you are the reason
man.
coworker Wig doesn't invite him to events anymore.
Well, I mean, okay. I wasn't crying about it.
Oh, are they trying to loop Ludwig into this now? Oh my god.
I was in, if
I
anybody
think that's
has
what it
the
was.
proof, it's Lud, and he still flips. I think it's odd.
Yeah, he's
Power
a
and
fence
influence.
sitter.
He has the proof.
The last time I spoke to Ludwig,
Ludwig's not offensive. Ludwig is a good little lapdog for Hasan. Like, Hasan is Hasan is kind enough to let him do his own thing when he wants to, but the second he, hits the shock collar, Ludwig comes running and goes, "Yes, sir. Yes, master. What can I do for you?" Like the good little puppy that he is.
that we were talking about the fucking Hasan dog collar shit. He had admitted to me.
Yeah, and we are into reacception,
goddammit.
goddammit.
The public that nobody knows about. I'm not gonna leak any of that because that's still private.
Wait, there's private information about this still?
But if anybody knows,
You should leak it.
What the fuck is Ludwig knows absolutely the one piece of information that nobody else has. Insane.
Ludwig has the one piece that will condemn Hasan, but he won't. Oh my god.
He won't do it.
No.
He won't do it. In
Nope.
previous situations, Ludwig
He's a good little
tried
vassal.
to mildly critique Hasan.
Yeah, fuck me. I did not realize we were gonna. Okay, chat. I did not know we were gonna get this deep into Reactception, where we're reacting to Rev, reacting to Asmongold, reacting to XQC, reacting to Hasan. Fuck me sideways with this Reactception. I did not know this was going to happen.
And he immediately got the boss call and redacted everything. Almost quit commentary entirely.
Like, we
Because
went
Hasan
deeper
was
into
mad,
Reactception than
of course,
DiCaprio
that's
did, okay?
Another story. There's no way Ludwig would ever come forward. Jellywig, of course.
There we
paying
go.
Homage to Pegasus here with that response. But anyways,
I don't really give a
Release
shit if
the
he calls me a
Kaya
dog
files.
shocker.
please.
That's what they're saying.
You're not the dog shocker, you're the dog Zeus. You're the Zeus. You're the master of lightning.
Ludwig has the only piece
casted
of
chain
information,
lightning.
and I'm assuming that the reason why Ludwig will never say is that it's probably information that he got secondhand from his girlfriend.
I looked at the collar. The collar
Yep.
is taped off.
I can just imagine Hasan watching this. No, don't say that. No.
Whatever, dude. He's a fucking animal.
And by the way, also the reason why he will not say it, because he probably got it from QT Cinderella, is because they also just got engaged. So he's not going to throw his fiancée under the bus if the inside information he got came secondhand from her, because the minute he lets that go, everybody's going to be looking at her. That's now his fiancée. He is cuffed by her. And yeah, there it is. And thank you for the tier 1, Sage Monkey.
Watching this? No, don't say that. No.
Whatever, dude. He's a fucking animal. He's a dumb, low IQ, disgusting little animal.
What are you gonna zap him?
No.
His audience must also be the same. Actually, they're lower. They're lower than he is somehow. Because they choose to fucking watch him.
Not me. They're not watching me, but they're watching him.
Uh-huh.
Why did they do that?
Well, I mean, if like they're lower than animals, like we've seen.
No. Valkyrie was hooked up with Hasan. Cutie Cinderella is hooked up with Ludwig. That's where you're mixing up. No, Hasan did not. Hasan was dating Valkyrie. Valkyrie broke it off with him. She basically told Hasan, fuckity bye, and she broke it off with him. Cutie Cinderella was dating Ludwig, and they have recently got engaged. That's what it is. Yeah.
Seen what you do to animals, so, heaven forbid, who knows what this guy would do to someone he thinks is lower than an animal when he shocks animals. But anyways, that is the general situation. We went a bit off on a tangent there, but that is the Pegasus Hasan situation. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking the video, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
That was great. He's never gonna let this down. He's never gonna let down being a terrorist wannabe. Because he is. Hasan is absolutely a terrorist wannabe. He just doesn't have the balls to actually do what terrorists do because he likes his money. He's always going to be known as the dog shocker. He's always going to be known as the grifter that's pretending to be a communist and socialist when he's actually a capitalist. That's what he will always be known for. And it looks great on him.